We have much better production quality this time around. All right, we're back. Welcome to episode 3 of the Koshecting Chronicles podcast. We gotta, yeah, I know. We got three wonderful guests today. Please introduce yourself. Who wants to go first? Starting with whoever. Don't
All
point
right,
at each other.
What's up? we can't point at each other. We don't know who we're pointing at. I'm Ryan Tepper. This was my 11th summer at camp this past year, and everyone knows me as Merf.
My name is Ozzy, and that was my 4th summer.
I'm Cameron, everybody. I'm from Long Island. I worked at camp for 3 summers, 2021 to 2023. I'm excited to be here. Thank you guys for having
Matt,
me.
turn your notifications off.
He's waiting for American Express to call him back.
Now that's out of the way. Welcome, guys. I'm really glad to have you guys here. Unfortunately, it looks like Ariel is not with us again, and now Henry's not with us this time around, so we're dropping like flies. Hopefully next week all 4 of us should be back. So it's just me and Isaac running the ship today. But we're really glad to have you guys here. The first thing I really wanted to ask about is, what is the most kept under wraps thing about the health center that you guys know that we wouldn't know about? I'm curious. Also, Isaac, so your notifications are so loud.
Oh, they're so loud.
That's right.
So
my dad
loud.
is booking my winter break flight, so
He's waiting for American Express to call him back.
American Express.
Apparently, we call American Express to book flights now.
It's all going down.
Why did you call American Express to book your flight?
Why? Because they
He's
find
sidetracked.
they do it. I don't know. They just tell us like the best flight to me. Just like, all right. Okay, so then
Still gonna go off the whole time.
you guys. I'm gonna turn on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That'll work.
speculate what the answer could be. And I think it's gonna involve the snacks that Ozzy has.
Well, I like the little shelf that says, like, if your name is not Ozzy Bettinger or Ryan Tepper, do not touch. It's a really fun shelf in the health center.
Oh my god, that
no
was
one
a
listens
shelf?
to it though. No one
It's a
listens to
good
it.
shelf.
It's a great shelf, but nobody
Wow,
listens to it. Unfortunately, I come back
that's an
and
upgrade,
it's all gone.
Ozzy.
Why did you
Yeah.
not have that when you were with him, Cameron? You didn't have the
No, we
the
had like a
Cameron shelf?
corner. Well, really, everything was under my bed in the bunk,
do you think
hidden
next summer,
within my suitcases.
Do you think next summer, Merf and Ozzy, we can make it if your name is not Ryan Tepper, Ozzy Bettinger, or Matthew Isaacs?
I think
What?
we should.
I think we should.
No,
too.
no.
Why does Matthew Isaacs need to be
King
involved?
Isaac.
Matt just wants his own food for himself.
Ozzy, who's king?
Isaac, I don't think that
All
right.
I don't think that you're Isaac. I don't think you're gonna get yourself permission to go on the shelf.
I mean, I didn't even
Yeah,
ask for that.
You probably
I didn't
won't
ask
even
for
have
that. Leslie
permission to
did
go
that,
like
so.
past a certain point in the health center, Isaacs. Like that's
Yeah, unless
status.
Unless you're holding 2 phones, you can't go in. That's the rule.
That's facts.
I have a
Yeah,
walkie. Well, maybe not this year, but last year I had a walkie.
No, you're. Well, Ozzy, I mean, you're the first camper we've ever had in the podcast. How does that feel?
Feels good.
That's good. I'm glad to
Great
hear that.
answer.
That's a great answer. I mean, obviously we're gonna try to work in our entire division also at some point. So, yeah, first of many, hopefully.
Yeah, of course.
Ozzy, do you enjoy spending time with Merf and Cameron during the day? Do they make your life easier or harder at camp?
Answer wisely, Ozzy.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's harder, sometimes easier.
Wait, who do you find made your life harder, Ozzy or Merf?
Oh,
You said it wrong.
Ozzy
Ozzy.
is himself.
Ozzy.
Cameron or Merf?
Cameron.
Is the...
Oh, did I say? Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Cameron or Merf. Sorry. Yeah. I'm like simultaneously checking my text from my dad regarding.
Yeah, we know
like,
you're texting Amex. Just...
I don't know. Equal.
You
Good
know?
answer.
Good
That's
answer.
probably the right answer to maintain relationships there. Cameron, what was it like transitioning
Yes.
from working as a working as a counselor to working as a nurse? Was that transition hard for you, or was that like...
It was definitely a hard transition. It took a lot of getting used to because I love working with my boys. I love being a counselor, and it was very hard to see everybody doing all of the fun things, and then I was just there on the porch of the health center. But it also did have its advantages. I got to know basically the entire camp, and so it did have its perks, I will say. But it was a hard transition.
Interesting. I mean, when I when I first heard that you were going to come back as a nurse, I mean, I had a feeling you probably wouldn't have liked it as much, but just because I feel like I know you, but I don't know. I mean, would you say that like if you had the choice now, would you go back to being with the kids in the bunk, or would you stay in the health center?
If I had my first choice, I would be in the bunk and as a counselor and especially now because I'm working as a nurse throughout the entire year. So if I ever come back, I'd like a break from nursing. So
Is
who
this
knows?
is this question an if or a when?
It's definitely an if.
It's
What do
an
you
if.
mean?
It's if you
It's
come
an
back.
if.
Maybe when
If I
you come
come
back in
back,
2025.
Didn't you say in 2026 you were coming?
I'm gonna try my best, buddy.
2026. We're already planning there.
I'm trying, but at this stage, career does take priority, unfortunately, and that does sadden me. I will say,
What about you,
but
Murph?
we'll
Will you
see
be
what
back in
happens.
2025?
Or
Um,
2026, Murph.
well, I mean, this might be too early, but I mean, I've already talked to Belts. So yeah, I will be back next summer, actually.
Yay, exciting.
That's
Wait,
exciting.
can we get
I'm
the
glad to
sound
hear
effects
that.
of the applause?
Yeah, get the
Oh,
sound
hold
effects
on.
going on.
Yeah, sorry. I'll just There, that should work now.
Yeah, I will be back.
There we go. There we go. And
I wouldn't tell anyone during the summer this if I was or not, like, or if I wanted to or not, because it's kind of hard to tell until. But
Of course.
I honestly I missed camp already too much when I was back here in college. So
Mhm.
I at least need to be back one more summer.
Isaac,
Cannot
will
be
you be back
back.
at camp? Isaac, will you be back next summer?
I think it is likely.
Unfortunately,
Isaac, you going back or no?
I think it is highly likely.
What about you, Max? You coming back?
Hold on a second. I meant to play the laughing sound effect, not the clapping. Damn it. Okay, never mind. That didn't work out the way I wanted to. As of right now, my plan is to come back. I would be lying to you if I didn't tell you that I've also applied for other jobs just because my parents told me to. But I preferably would want to be back. So,
I mean, that's okay. I
we'll
turned
see
down
where
an
it goes.
internship to come to camp, so
That's
it's okay.
Probably is where I'll be this summer, honestly. I mean, if I have to get the internship first, it's turn it down.
We're gonna see General Corn, mayhaps.
Well, anything's possible. Who knows? I'm not so sure anymore. But I hope so. I'd like to be color war general, but
speaking of color war, like
nothing is given, everything's earned.
Yeah, like it changes around like probably the whole summer. I mean, we don't know anything, but like it probably changes around the whole summer. I mean, even as a color war captain though, like I remember enjoying color war captain.
You were my opposing color war captain.
I was opposing color war
Really?
captain. Ozzy, you were color war captain too 2 years ago.
2018.
Am I the
you were
only
color war
one here
captain?
who did not have a color war position?
I was color war captain.
What'd you say?
So not me being the only one here without a color war position. Not
Cameron,
salty at all.
You were designated like color war. What were you, blue team member? I remember that. Yeah. Oh, actually,
I was.
You were. I was gonna say you're the only one here who was ever a judge, but that's also not true because Merv was a judge once too.
That is true.
Yeah,
Merv was a judge in 2016.
Yes.
Wait, can we take a brief
Honorary
pause?
judge.
Brief pause.
Why were you a judge?
I can
He
explain
broke his
that
arm
to you.
or something.
He
It's
broke
called,
His arm.
wait. Brief
Why are we
pause.
pausing?
My dad has
Isaacs?
booked the flight through Amex United into Newark.
Congratulations.
December 6th through January 12th.
Nice job.
That's a nice
I
bunch of
got the
break.
laughing. I got the laughing to work. So Murph, I kind of want to know. Can you go through that story from your perspective again, just because I haven't heard it in years? Because I really,
of how I was judged.
He told me in the summer.
yeah.
Murph.
Cameron, do you know the story?
When I was a judge.
I know the story a little bit.
When you became a color war judge in 2016.
Okay. Yeah. Basically,
Well,
I broke my arm.
The root cause behind it.
Obviously, that's part of the story.
Thank you.
Let's let the man speak.
See,
I'll be the exact full story.
Boo.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can give the exact full story. So basically, I won't name drop. I won't name drop, but I fell off someone's back when I was a camper.
Was it Isaac's back?
It was definitely not Isaac's.
It was definitely not Isaac's.
We won't say who it was, but it was not Isaac's.
Could Isaac?
I fell off someone's
Was it a
back.
bird?
It was not a bird either, actually.
There for this though. I watched it happen.
I was not, but I heard about it.
I fell off someone's back, and my arm fell on a hockey stick, and I broke my arm, and it was like hanging.
Jesus.
And so I had to get surgery. and I had a cast on and everything. And I came back from camp after like a week of being home, and Andy noticed that like I was like a little upset that I couldn't really like participate in anything color war. So he found me like a adult small color war shirt and just brought it to me and gave it to me. And they like let me like kind of get involved in helping ref with Dom and Rory. So
Were you on a team technically?
yes, I think I was on white. I
What
don't
were the
remember.
teams?
It was White
That
Desert versus Blue
was
Rainforest,
yeah.
right? That was
I think I
actually
was either on
That's
white or
cool
blue.
themes.
I
Ozzy, in
don't
case you
know.
didn't know, that color war was probably the biggest divide between two teams of all time.
Why?
The biggest landslide victory of all time for a color war team. Blue Rainforest. They won by like 3,000 points.
I was on Blue Rainforest.
Oh,
I
I
was
think
I
not.
feel
was
like in
on
the
Blue
summers
Rainforest.
I
I
was
don't
there,
remember.
nobody even broke 1,000 points.
This summer it was close. It was, I think, 1,000-point difference.
I wasn't even there this summer.
Let's speak about this summer. Nobody
What's
thought,
that?
like, absolutely nobody
No.
thought. Oh my god,
I didn't think. I thought White was gonna win.
bro!
Obviously.
How did that? Everyone was ready for White to win.
You know what it was? I think a lot of it was the fact that we were very good during the day, like in the regular like activities and stuff, and they might have got more envelopes, but I feel like the small stuff kind of added up for us. But I feel like they were better in sing. Like, they had all the envelopes basically. I mean, like I don't know. It's just like it didn't really
That
make
was pretty
sense, but
crazy.
whatever the head scribe says goes. I don't know. Just like I don't know
Yes.
how. Ozzy, how obviously you weren't there for color war. How has your transition from camp to school been for you?
It was pretty good.
That's good.
Any more information?
You want to talk a little more?
I was
As Matt keeps getting texts from his dad.
Yeah, turn off your notifications.
Do
Ozzy.
not
Okay,
disturb.
It's gonna be all good now.
Isaac's. Make sure your notifications are off.
The notifications are
He's asking, you have to do it.
okay. Wait, you want it off? Do not disturb. Wait, do not disturb has been on this whole
Ozzy's
time. So I
king.
can explain.
Wait, is it off, Isaacs? Is it off?
Do not disturb has been on.
All right, it's off. We did it. Okay. Ozzy. Yeah, back to you. Sorry.
I don't know. It was kind of like weird.
Oh, I'm sure. I can't imagine. I
'Cause,
mean,
like-
your brother went to college this year for the first time, right?
No, he's a senior.
Oh, I forgot he's younger because he's not technically. Okay, you're right. Never mind.
Ozzy, I have a question for you.
What?
How did your friends at school react to your new hairdo? Because I know that was a pre-summer decision, pre-camp decision.
It was the day before camp.
Yes, I'm aware.
They were all like surprised. Cause like
Did they see pictures? Like, did some of them not know about it?
well, cause some of them saw me in inner camp, but the ones that
Right.
didn't know
Okay.
camp were like, I don't know. They were just like surprised. Like I don't know.
Were they like,
yeah,
who's this
you're a
new
whole
kid?
different person.
They didn't even recognize me. They were like, hold on.
When I first saw the new hair, I saw it on Leslie Sharp's Instagram story, and I slid up and I was like, "Who's the new kid standing next to Jaden?"
And
she was like, "That's
"It's
Ozzy."
Ozzy."
I was like,
To be fair, when you got off the bus,
Shut on
I
the
was
floor.
looking for you, and I literally it took me a good minute to register that it was you. Like I genuinely had no clue, and I thought I was like, oh god, that's not a good thing.
My plaque name was unrecognizable.
Yeah, of
"We
course.
love that." What was your
did you-
bunk plaque name this year, Ozzy?
Subject.
The subject.
The what?
That's Landon's story that he
Gotcha.
wrote, and he told them at night.
Ozzy, did you choose to do that, or was it like were you told to do that?
Cut my hair.
Yes.
I wanted to.
How come? I'm curious.
Because I didn't like the long hair anymore.
Fair enough.
No, I
Fair
had long
enough.
hair.
Solid answer.
I had long
wanted to
hair
cut
when I
it,
was a lot
like,
younger.
the entire year, but my mom didn't let me.
You know what?
Well,
Better
don't you-
late than never, right?
Do you want to hear a funny story? Isaac's had a bowl cut actually for a long
I
time.
did have a
Actually,
I went
Actually,
to
Isaac's
so I had
before
there was the
that.
bowl cut Matthew Isaacs. Then
Good
there
buzz,
was
Matthew Isaacs.
so then when I
Bald.
was younger, I went into the bathroom. I remember my dad was at a movie with my brothers. It was just me and my mom in the house, and I went into the bathroom and cut my own hair. Eventually, I got a my parents freaked out because I did a terrible job, and I ended up getting, like eventually I got a buzz cut. I went in phases. It was like there was the bald Matthew Isaacs era.
I've seen
bold
the
Matthew
buzz
Isaacs
cut
era.
Matthew Isaacs.
The bald era was your worst era, I think.
That was
Yeah.
so funny. I remember that was like your first summer, and you really wanted to be bald.
Yeah, like my freshman B summer, I was really very much. And then I had the lady come like right before visiting day to cut my hair, and she
Ooh,
Really
they're
went at
never
it.
good. They're never that good.
No, bad
Remember when they
choice,
cut
man.
up Jared's sideburns? the entire thing.
There was
The lady cut off Jared's entire sideburns, and he just had no sideburns at all. It was just like the hair was just here. Do you remember that, Matt?
Wait.
Do you?
With
I can
Jared-
totally
Jared-
picture
that
that
lady
on
does
Jared.
not give good haircuts, unfortunately.
Do you remember Murphy or Andrew Panster?
Oh, I remember this. Yes.
So there was one summer where he had hair like
Long
Ozzy,
hair.
and then he just like
middle of the summer just decided.
middle of summer
I'm gonna
shaved
cut
his
it.
head. He just shaved his head from the camp barber.
Yeah, I remember that. They
his
like,
parents
were, like
didn't know about
hesitant
it.
to do it. They
Well,
were
his parents
hesitant
didn't
to
know
do
about
it.
it,
Yeah, I know. If his parents knew about it, they probably said no.
obviously. But yeah, that was the thing I mean, I feel like those people are never like all that great, right? They're just kind of like,
No, they're like just people that like live local and just like cut. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing.
imagine if Ozzy waited until the visiting day cut.
Well,
my
did
God.
they even do
And
that
then-
this year?
I think they did it after
What?
visiting day,
Yeah,
Haircut?
maybe.
yeah. At camp. Here, we were
Has
speaking.
anyone
I
on
know
the
this is
division
a
ever
little
got a
late.
haircut from it?
I don't think so. I don't think anyone in our division because they stopped doing it after COVID.
We had one kid, I think, this year, and that's it.
Yeah.
I know they did it
Here.
my first summer at camp, the haircuts, but I don't remember the rest of it.
My first summer as a counselor was bad. You know how long I let my hair grow out to? It was bad.
I got a
don't remember.
haircut that summer actually, and that's like I don't let anybody go near my hair with scissors or sharp objects
I
other
refused
than
to
my
get a haircut
barber.
that summer. And look at my oh, that's not good. That's
It's
not
not as
good.
bad. It's not as bad as my ID.
Look at my ID photo.
Oh my God.
Murph, have I ever showed you my ID photo, Murph?
No. I'd see this.
It's
Oh,
blurry.
that's worse.
Wait, do you have a beard?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's
also
your
the
Texas
state.
one.
Oh, it's the state of Texas.
That's
yeah.
why.
So I get in-state tuition now, actually, because of that, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
Ooh,
you
yeah,
can
so-
get your way around everything in Texas.
Of
Ozzy,
course.
what
Do whatever
college
you
do you
want.
go to?
Wash you, not
Do you know
Texas.
that? Do you know about Wash U, Ozzy? Have you heard of Wash?
Have
Yeah,
you heard of Wash You Girl?
yeah, I remember watching.
Actually, fun fact about Isaac's, Ozzy,
Shout
in
out
case
to
you didn't
Dylan
know.
Fishman.
Isaac's actually would brag to me that he goes viral on the Wash U Habad TikTok.
He did show up on my For You page.
my
He showed up
video.
on my For You page.
Wait,
I
my
was like,
video
no
on the
way.
Wash
Well,
Habad-
the only exposure I've had to the Wash U Habad TikTok is from when he sent it to me. So I'm just letting you know that I don't believe him
Ozzy, have
when
you
he
seen
says
these
he
yet?
went.
We're at
No.
600,000 views. Wait,
They're
wait,
so funny.
Wow.
They're-
600,000.
You show him
You
the
should
one
play
of
one.
you like.
Can you
Show
play the
him the
video?
one of you
Isaac?
like sliding in,
Ozzy, yeah,
sliding
Ozzy,
on
that's
the
the one I
floor.
got.
That's a class. I love the video of you sliding in. It's a great one.
Wait, here, let's show that right now.
You're not.
You gotta start over.
Yeah, you got to
We missed
start.
the first half.
Yeah, start over.
Why'd you just send me it?
Did you make this video or did you like?
Wait, sorry,
Isaac?
was
What
that?
about,
I didn't hear you.
Did you edit that video?
I didn't know. I didn't have any. They asked me to. I'm the president of Chabad, and they asked me to to like star in their videos.
Being the president
Tell me
after
you're
one
Jewish
semester
without
is really
telling me you're
impressive.
Jewish.
So,
By the
wait, what
way-
did you say, Cam?
It said, "Tell me you're Jewish without telling me you're Jewish."
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
look. Just
I'm the
take one
president
look
of
at him.
Chabad.
Just take one look at him.
I actually have
Here's
a
the
watch.
here's the
Chabad
picture of me
kippah. Look at this.
as a judge.
Oh my god, I don't know
Oh
where to
my
look.
gosh.
The yarmulke or the picture of Merf and the judge shirt. They're both great.
Me and Dom and Rory.
But I gotta say, Isaacs, you do rock a yarmulke. I will say, not many people can pull off a yarmulke. There you go.
You do.
You know who does not
Especially when you're
rock a
sliding into
yarmulke?
our DMs.
Who does
You know
not
who's-
rock a yarmulke?
Me.
It takes a certain
Oh,
person to look
Isaac.
stupid in the yarmulke, and I do. Yes.
Isaac, why do they
What?
call you the Sid the?
You know, it's very. It's
Well,
probably
do you know who Sid the Sloth is? Ozzy?
Ozzy,
Here,
please tell me you know who Sid the Sloth is.
From Ice Age.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah.
I'm not
So
that
he
old.
does he not look like Sid the Sloth from Ice Age?
Yeah, he kind of does.
Okay, so
Wait, I'm
here's
gonna
the
pull up a
actual why they
pic.
call me it though, because it's ironic because I'm like dashingly handsome, and Sid the Sloth is not.
You are
let's
entitled
not,
to your own opinion.
let's not get ahead of
I'm
ourselves
not.
here, Isaacs. Yeah, does he not
I
have
just
the
see
same?
Matthew Isaacs.
He has the same
He
structure.
I
walks
just
like
see
him
Matt
too.
Isaacs.
It's fully
He
just
walks
him.
like him too.
He does. He like waddles.
I waddle. What?
There are times where I think you waddle. You sometimes you. When you're a
No
hustle,
waddle.
you kind of
When he's
when you're
going
a
to
hustle,
trade
you-
gibbets. When he's
Oh,
going
yeah,
to trade
yeah.
gibbets,
When
he
you- when
he
Isaac-
waddles.
Benfica.
History.
not you.
What?
Ozzy, who's the most
What?
athletic person of Tyler Hill?
Matthew Isaacs.
Good.
He's
Bro, I thought it
brainwashing
was
you.
me.
Ozzy, who's
He's
the most athletic
brainwashing you.
person in the
brainwashed.
world?
I know.
No, who?
He's
That was a question.
brainwashing you.
You are.
You are. Matthew Isaacs, let's be clear. Ozzy's saying
Yeah,
Matthew Isaacs
yeah,
is the
Isaacs.
most athletic person in the world. The
Yeah.
most athletic person in the world is not one.
Okay, so Isaacs, you have to pick most athletic person in the world or chairman and CEO of Security Industries
you
LLC.
can't be both.
You can't be both.
I am
You
both.
gotta be
have to
one
pick
or the
one.
other.
Isaac,
Listen.
Shappy's the other one.
Ooh.
No.
Shabby is the other one. Good job,
Shabby is
Ozzy.
the other
Good
one.
input.
Listen, I'm a Renaissance man, a jack of all trades. You know, I am both
No, you're not.
the chairman and CEO of Security Industries LLC, as well as the most athletic person in the world. If Ozzy
Talk about how
said,
If you
Matt
had to
texts us
pick
all.
one,
Ozzy.
what would it be?
Ozzy, can you tell them what I am?
He's King, CEO, and most athletic person.
King.
Can
Bro,
you
we talk
argue
about how
with that?
Matt texts us all and asks for a video, and he cuts up my video and changes it around to alter my words.
Yes, I made a montage of people saying that I'm the chairman and CEO and the champion.
You know,
Also,
Isaacs.
He
noted
altered my
in
words.
that you spelt my name wrong, Isaacs, in that video.
I did.
You spelt my last name wrong.
It's
How
just
do you
like
spell
how,
it?
I was like,
how
oh.
Henry
Also,
spelled your name wrong on
Isaacs,
TFBA.
you know,
Coach of the
there
Year.
is another montage actually. There's a montage that I made. It's actually 12 minutes long. It's only from 2023 clips. It's all the videos of you trading gibbets that I have, and me catching. But it's only the
Can we
2023
post that on
clip.
the Instagram, please?
I would, but it's 12 minutes long. I need to make the
So we can split
2024
it.
Well, I'm gonna make the 2024 version, and it's gonna probably double or triple. Actually,
If you go on the
you
YouTube.
actually, Isaac, do you want to tell Cameron, Ozzy, and Murph about the story of how your gibbets got stolen this summer? Okay.
So
Ooh,
I
a
want Isaac.
victim.
yes, I am a victim. So
Isaacs was a victim. Well, there's actually multiple stories.
I went home.
There's
because I-
the ransom one. Well, there's the ransom story, and there's the other one.
Well, yeah, I'm going to start from the beginning.
Okay.
So I went home because I had an internship to finish up that literally ended like 2 days before camp. So I was at orientation for a couple of days and then I went home. I came back to camp with the Paramus bus as a bus counselor. Now this is where it gets traumatic.
Okay, any slower, Isaac.
I might tear up.
Yes.
This is why
seriously.
you said the slow.
You're tearing up.
Slow.
Are you kidding me? You're tearing up.
Because this is where it gets.
Bro, you're
Isaac,
20
I thought
years
you were
old
fat.
and crying
Why
over
is this slow?
gibbets.
This
Get
is, I'm
over it.
19, and this is where my gibbets. I had okay. So during orientation, by the way, I traded for a gold NBA with Zeke. So I remember I had that. Anyway, I get back to camp and my Crocs are missing. They're gone.
Whoa.
Right here. And so I opened up an investigation. A camper found them actually under they were under Luke Geller's bed, which made sense because originally I was like, I don't. Okay.
You can
And
drive him
so-
insane.
But throughout the summer, I left it under my bed, and then there was a raid on my gibbets where all my gibbets were stolen by various people in my bunk.
Wow.
So throughout the summer, I periodically got them back, and I
Blood
never
to the
fully
people in your
recovered.
bung.
I never
Yeah,
fully
I-
recovered, and I'm very upset. One day, after I mostly recovered, Max and I are sitting at the canteen, and a camper who will shall remain nameless goes up to me and says, "I just have to talk to you." And he presents me with a handful of gibbets. And
A handful-
he had
a handful
stolen
of
every single
gibbets.
gibbet off my crock, and he was threatening to steal them. I forgot what he wanted from me.
It's a
Do you
No,
remember
ransom.
that?
I actually. So I remember this part pretty vividly.
Okay, yeah. Max picked
Because
up
I was
on it.
standing next to you. He said, I think he wanted. I loosely remember him wanting like you. He wanted you to get him like something free for canteen or something, maybe.
That's
Actually,
definitely a way to
it was
get
bracelet. You
free
wanted, like,
hot
my
canteen
glasses.
to give Matt Isaacs his
yeah,
gibbets back.
he wanted your bracelets. That's right. He said he went up to you. He said, "Isaacs, give me all your bracelets," and you were like, "What? No." And then out of his pocket, he said, "Well, I have all your gibbets in my hand right here. So unless you give them something to me all right now, they're gone forever." And Isaac's like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa." So and then he Isaacs pulls him down to the side of the not down. He didn't pull him down. He put they went over to the side of the canteen, towards like the door by the old staff lounge entrance. And he was like, "This is a felony. You can't take my gibbets. This is just not fair. This is inconsequential." And then whatever, he forces the camper to give him back the gibbets. And then
Well,
this thing
I did it in a
calls.
very ingenious way, I would argue. I took off the
How?
bracelet. I said, "I'm going to give this to you. Give me the gibbets." He gave me the gibbets, and then I didn't.
And
give
then
him
you
the bracelet.
shouldn't give it to him.
So
That's
you
not
tricked
fair.
the child, is what
That
I'm
is correct.
understanding.
He
That's
stole
a
from
normal
me.
thing
It's
that
okay.
Matt does. No, not really.
Isaac scammed him.
What do you say, Ozzy?
Ozzy, can you repeat your comment?
Isaac scammed him.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Ozzy, show
Scammer
your
gets scammed though,
face.
right? I scammed the scammer.
I
He
am.
stole everything from me.
We can't see you.
The fact that I
There
don't
you
have a
are.
boo, I need a boo sound effect. This is not.
Boo.
Um,
Can we
Boo
get a
his
video
Isaac.
of
well,
Ozzy
Isaac
saying
is the
boo?
new Heyman. Boo.
Isaac,
We
don't
just
forget
gotta
what
get a
happened.
video of Ozzy saying boo.
Well, do you want to hear? Do you want to hear the next part of the story? Fast forward. Fast forward. Me and Isaac were walking back to the bunk because I believe either it was time for the kids to go back or not. I forgot. But we were walking back together, and we see the same camper walking out the back door of our bunk, holding Isaac's Crocs, and we walk up to him and we go like, so and so, like I'm not gonna say his name, like so and so, like what are you doing? And he's like, unless you give me the bracelet now, I'm gonna drop these Crocs. And I'm like, Ethan, the nameless camper, you're gonna drop the Crocs. It's like 5 feet off the ground. What difference is it if you drop the Crocs? It's like, I will drop them. And Isaac's like, we have to come to agreement here. We can come to agreement. And Isaac, do you remember the next part of this? I forgot how the rest of this goes.
I honestly don't remember how this
I have a
proceeds.
video of this. I
I
think
got my Crocs
eventually.
back. I got my gibbets back, but it was like mind-boggling to me that this could happen.
Wow. That was a story right there.
Well, Isaac, do you want to say what happened later in the summer when your gold ones went missing and you found it with another camper?
Didn't I give you the gold NBA?
Ozzy did no. You gave me the timber. Wait, no, that was Drew Waldman.
Ozzy's in the story, and he didn't even know that.
You had a Timberlake gibbet?
I had 2 Timberlake gibbets. One of them was like broken or stolen or something like that, and then the other one, Drew Waldman gave to me. I think. Yeah.
Wow,
right?
what a traitor right there.
Ozzy gave me. Ozzy, you gave me something good too. What did you give me?
Gold NBA.
Golden. He's king. But I traded. I got scammed. Like, do you remember that? Like,
So you scammed
Yeah.
Ozzy
all
too?
summer long, Ozzy was like, "I'm not giving this to you, whatever." It was 2023, and then I had to like offer him up like my soul to get
He gave
the
me
golden-
like 25 bracelets and like 30 gibbets.
Like, I gave him really good gibbets, really good bracelets.
His soul is gone.
I ended up losing. Wait, that was 2023. I ended up losing that on the last, or not losing it, getting that stolen on the last night of camp. My bed was swept. My gibbets were gone. Very unfortunate.
Isaac,
Wait,
do you remember what
Ozzy.
happened when you found the gibbets under their bed?
No, can you do you want to tell me?
Well, so what happened was you shared an area with this camper, and he was hiding your gibbets under his bed, and you found it at some point, and you like approached him and were like, have you been hiding these all summer? And he's like, oh well, yeah, I thought it'd be funny to keep them away from you because you had like gibbetless Crocs the whole summer or whatever, or like I think you lost your Crocs. I forgot, either you lost your Crocs or you lost your gibbets, but you lost for like an extended period of time, like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. And
That was when Isaac stopped wearing Crocs.
you,
No,
yeah,
so,
I
like,
know it was
tears,
weird.
tears. Oh, no.
And it was bad for me because I wanted more content for my 24-hour Isaac's gibbet trading video. Either way, Isaac's made this camper, I think, sit at the HC during canteen or like miss an activity or something. And I'm like, really?
All over your Crocs?
All
Wait,
over his
I have,
Crocs.
like, no
Oh
recollection
my
of this. I don't
God.
doubt it, but I just don't recall this.
No,
Doubt
this
it.
definitely happened. It was actually Isaac. I'll text you the name of the person. Maybe it'll jog your memory. But
I think. Wait, is it
it's
going to be? Oh no! I would no. I think I kind of. I'm texting you back who I think it might have been.
no, yeah, you're right. It wasn't that. It wasn't.
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Okay, I kind of vaguely remember what you're talking about. Yeah.
Well, actually,
And
Isaac
during orientation, Matt was gibbet trading with Ben Fina, so
he was,
that is
and,
true.
and
Dad.
Matt,
It's a great video.
and Matt.
I'm
And
sitting
Matt.
there.
He's
And
like, I gotta find the only kids here right now before the rest show up to trade with.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
I
like,
actually
I'm
have-
Training
sitting
for
there
gibbet trading.
in Wayne Hall, like late one night during orientation, and like everyone else was talking, and it's just like me and Ben Fina in the corner.
I was there
negotiating
too.
some shit
you're
deal.
not helping yourself here.
You're really.
I was there.
So, moral of the
No, everyone was
story:
there, but, like, it
Matt
was only
Isaacs
Fina
is
and I,
still
like, just,
obsessed
like,
with
chatting
gibbets
about
at 20 years old.
Actually, Isaac's funny story. Gibbets are not the only things that you guys stole in the summer. You also lost your walkie-talkie.
No.
Many times.
Ooh.
Wait, Matt, you
You
sent me a
wanna
take it
picture the
off,
other
huh?
day with me. Do you have that?
I did. You want? Yeah, I texted it to you like 3 days ago. You can hold it up.
Oh yeah,
hold
no,
up your
I found
phone.
it, okay. So this was the document that I was given once I realized I lost my walkie-talkie. It said,
What does it say? We have your walkie.
That's hilarious.
I can't even see it.
It says we have your walkie, Matthew. It's up to you to find it. Clue 1 HC.
and it was
Isaac,
not
Isaac, Isaac, wait, Isaac,
I turned to that
hold
went
up,
nowhere.
hold up,
It
Isaac, hold
was
your
on the
phone
golf
again and zoom
course.
in. Hold up your phone again and zoom out.
Oh, and then there's me with it. Just to be clear.
But
This
yeah,
is
that
the-
gives us a lot more context to the picture.
It was during family time, and I'm standing there with Isaacs, and you should tell the story, Isaacs, because it's better from your perspective.
Yeah. So it's and I get the piece of paper, and it says it says they've stolen my walkie-talkie,
My
and
charger, like, bro.
what's going on, right? Ozzy, you're distracting me, and so
Stay focused. Stay
I
focused. Stay
look around, I
focused.
accuse a lot of people, uh,
Thank you.
and I proceed to basically go up to every person and be like, this must have been you, and I gave a logical reasoning as to why it could be that person. Landon now denied it time and again. I was consistent that it was him.
Well, actually, Landon,
Well,
if I
it seems that
remember,
it
had a
was
really
Landon because later that night
well.
I got another random kid ran up to me, gave me another piece of paper, and I stopped him. I said, tell me who gave this to you, and it was Jack Brill and Matthew Krull, and I traced it back to Landon. Eventually, I traced it back to Landon Allen. And the next morning,
Isaac.
I got the golf course. I got the walkie-talkie from the golf course.
But yeah, it was on the last
Isaac.
hole of the golf course.
Isaac.
Yes.
Are you the most popular guy in camp?
Proper?
Popular.
Popular? Of course.
That's the best piece of news.
Oh, that's a
Sorry,
funny
can we
question. What?
rephrase the question? Are you the most popular amongst people your age at camp?
I think so. I'm the most popular, athletic. Ozzy, what are some words you use to describe me?
King.
Wait, I can't hear him over the laughter. It's not the laughter.
Sorry, yes, you can't hear me over the laughter.
All right, Ozzy, can you? Ozzy Ceiling, do you hear us? What are some of the words you would use to describe me?
Yes, I can.
I don't even know if Isaac can see us.
So what
Do you
are
have any?
do you have words? What are words you would use to describe me? King Isaac.
King. CEO. Athletic.
That's why there's a laughing.
I love the sound effect button.
That was a good one.
Yeah,
That was a good one.
Do you have any other adjectives for me, Ozzy?
No.
No. Okay. Well, those are some good ones.
No. Actually,
yeah.
I have to know, Isaac's. What are some words you use to describe him back?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
here's what I think of him. I think of him as like like this is me, and this is like the rest of camp. Sorry, down here, and then like this is Ozzy.
You know what I say to that, Isaacs? You know what I say to that?
You're just talking about in terms of athletic ability and stuff. So Ozzy is like right here with me. Almost as good as me at all those things, just not quite.
I want to see Isaacs take Ozzy on one-on-one basketball.
I've played Ozzy one-on-one, and I've destroyed him.
Did you?
Congratulations, you destroyed a 12-year-old. You destroyed a 12-year-old.
He played me on like a 7-foot hoop when I was like 8.
That's even worse.
And look at Ozzy telling the real story here.
There's no winning in this. You can't win this.
Let's each share our perspective.
You can't win in this situation,
I'll go
Isaacs.
first.
Either you lost to a 12-year-old or you beat a 12-year-old. Either way,
or you, as quote by Isaacs, I destroyed Ozzy.
I destroyed a 12-year-old. Quote Isaacs.
Destroying a 12-year-old.
All right, let Ozzy proceed.
Okay, so basically, it was like rest hour, like shower hour or something, and then we went to like the dome, and then like like that mini hoop on the dome, like.
Yeah, how many? Yes, yeah.
Like there's like 4 mini hoops.
Now, I know what you're referring to, but we played up in
so
the real.
Are you saying that?
He played me on the shortest one, and he literally could and he started with ball, so he just like stuck his hands up and just went like that. And
was Isaac there with a camper?
Flick of the wrist from Ozzy.
Was Isaac there with a camper, or was Isaac there alone?
He was there.
So abandoning his division to beat a 12-year-old in a different division.
But it was
Speaking of that, the amount of times that
Isaac
was distracting my campers. Come on,
me distracting.
You gotta do better than that.
Elaborate. Yeah. How did I distract your campers?
Ozzy, several ways.
What?
Ozzy, did I ever distract you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Every single time we're going anywhere, you're always pulling him aside. Like, I'm trying to get the kids to go somewhere, and you're just like, oh, come here.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Isaac, remember when you ran into our boat at like 1 a.m.?
7 a.m.?
Like 1 a.m.?
1 a.m.
You ran into the bunk at 1 a.m.?
It was like really late though, something, I don't know.
So really late.
Guaranteed you were asleep at 1 a.m. Ozzy.
Yeah, I can promise you were probably
it might have been 10 o'clock, not 1 a.m. Maybe 11
Why would I have run into
it might have felt like 1 a.m.
I don't know.
Why would I run into at 10 o'clock?
And you talked to Merf, and then I don't know that.
He definitely could have talked to Merf outside. He definitely did not need to walk
I
inside.
remember one time you were on the porch with them, and I just overheard every conversation you were having with these kids. Matt.
Why were you on
He
the?
said that
Me?
Murph was
Oh,
crying
wait,
when he
wait,
had
Yeah,
to
in the
that's
leave.
from the
morning.
video that I have of them like this was like early in the morning. I don't know why I was up, but like everyone was up, but it, like before Reveille, and Murph like I don't know, I don't remember what happened, but like you like looked through the window and gave me a very nasty look.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I would too. I don't blame Merf for doing that at all.
Oh, it was like It was Jaffe's birthday, I think.
if I were to
Yeah.
if I were sleeping and I heard outside the porch just a random guy going, what the sigma, I would give a nasty look. I would give a nasty look outside the window too. I mean, I think that's a completely reasonable thing to say.
Oh wait, that
Ozzy,
reminds
I
me.
have a question for Ozzy.
Do you?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much Riz does Matt Isaacs have?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Unlimited. Ozzy,
Well,
infinite.
Murph told me
No
that
comment.
he'd never talked to a girl
Infinite
before.
Riz. But wait. Let me tell you the thing that I recall. Okay.
Right under the bus.
Infinite
When-
Riz, he says.
When Max said the what the Sigma thing. When I we're for our next Chabad video, what I want to do is do.
Oh no.
Oh my God, Ariel's here.
Oh!
Hi,
He
Ariel.
showed
Oh
up.
my god!
Hey,
Oh my
guys.
goodness!
Sideways
Why are you
Ariel.
like sideways?
We have Ozzy ceiling, Ariel sideways.
All right,
I
well,
don't know.
Ariel is here. That is wonderful. Ariel the
How you
buyer.
guys doing?
We're good,
We're
are
good.
you?
Good,
Ariel,
Ariel.
how are
I'm
you?
telling them my idea for my next viral
Sorry for
video on Instagram.
being-
The last one got 600,000 views. We're gonna say like various things like RSVPing for Shabbat dinner type, but like
No,
announce-
no.
Hey!
No.
Oh,
That's gonna be our next viral video. It's gonna be excellent.
That's
You
weird.
can't do
That's
that.
weird.
Ariel, how have you been? It's been a little bit since we've seen you.
It's been a lot, and I'm doing good. I'm doing good. A lot of college stuff, working stuff. Sorry for being late. Sure.
It's okay. Well,
All
actually,
good.
now that you're here, we have we have several TFBA coaches here,
We
and a
have.
TFBA player.
Yeah.
I mean, Ozzy,
And
Yes.
if you weren't
and
on
then
the
me.
best, and well, actually, me and Murph were both on the White Aura. Ozzy,
yeah, I
if you
forgot
weren't
about
on
that.
if you weren't on the White Aura, which team would you rather be on, the Magenta Microwaves or the Red Rebels?
Think there's a good answer, and then there's an answer that you might think because you're brainwashed.
That's correct.
Facts. Facts.
What was the question? I wasn't paying attention.
Red Rebels.
Would you rather be on the
There we go.
I said to Ozzy, would you rather be on the Red Rebels or the Magenta Microwaves?
What? Wait, Ozzy. It's an obvious answer. Wait, whoa. I was the coach of the year in TFBA. My team beat the Red
Did you win?
Rebels.
You won?
Only player ever
My,
to go
wait,
undefeated
pause.
in the PFBA.
Pause the clapping. My team beat clap the clapping. My team beat the Red Rebels. Why would you rather be on the
Nobody
lesser
cares
team?
about that.
It doesn't matter about winning. It matters about like who's on the team
Red
and like
Rebels
the
the-
team from that team.
The coach.
Red-
It matters about the coach.
Winning isn't
Red-
everything, Isaac. Sorry.
Red Rebels the
Ozzy,
brand.
change your
Ozzy.
answer.
Great
Red Rebels
coaching.
the
You
brand.
really,
Ozzy,
you got a
Change your
pity.
answer right
You got a pity award, Matt.
Ozzy, change your answer. Change your answer right now.
He gave you the award because he didn't think you'd actually be able to coach, and you actually kind of did.
That's
No.
exactly what happened. Yes.
Ozzy,
Now we get a
Who's
lacrosse
the-
stick from
what's-
Ozzy.
what is the best team in the TFBA?
My team.
Obviously, it's our
No,
team.
if I take you
Obviously.
can't say that because like there's too much bias there. What's
The
the best
White
team
Land
in
and
the TFBA?
Falcowitzes.
Exactly. The White Land of Fabulous. How could you not want us?
The answer is the Magenta Migrate. That is the objectively correct answer.
The second best team.
The keyword in that.
Moving on though. Just all this talk about basketball reminded me of who followed me on Instagram yesterday, and that the answer to that is Overtime. Overtime has 10.7 million followers. They follow.
They decided to follow you.
and now they follow me.
Hey,
Is
Isaac.
that the
Congratulations.
real overtime?
Overtime.
Why are
The
they
real
following
Overtime
you?
follow
Wow.
me.
Hey,
Why?
Isaac, you're not special. They follow Liam Deutsch too.
Yeah,
I saw that. I was
Does
like,
it matter?
Yeah, I saw that on his story.
Does it matter?
They follow
me.
Zuzi. They follow you.
They follow me.
I'm
That's
I'm
nice.
so proud of you. What a,
Congratulations, bro.
Isaac, how much
if
did you,
only can you get
how
them to
much did
promote?
you pay them to follow you?
They had to pay me. They paid me to accept their request.
All right.
Isaac,
I'm
could
the
you
right
actually
person around.
Isaac, can you get
Matt-
them to
Ozzy,
promote
you
our
can add another-
podcast?
To what you call Isaac, so you can call him a liar too.
Oh, yeah.
Mm,
That's
yeah.
facts.
Ozzy, Who's the
You
most
know,
truthful
king,
person you know?
CEO, liar.
Who is the most truthful person you know?
Well, he's lying about being the CEO
Well,
and
yeah,
most
that's the lying
athletic.
part.
That's
So,
not true.
true.
There's evidence of Cameron saying to the contrary.
but there's also evidence of me being like, I don't want to do this, and Isaac's kind of forcing me to record a video.
Oh.
No. I can pull up the video, Cameron.
Isaac, all I'm saying is the sound effects are very against you today.
I did the video
control
to
the sound
appease, I
effects.
did the video to appease you, Isaacs, because you're my friend.
If you guys
And
ever
I
want to see
thought
the
that would be
montage,
funny.
reach out to me. I'll send you. There's like a compilation of people, various people saying that
He
I'm
changed my words. He
Yeah,
edited
and
my
you spelled
video.
my name wrong.
Um,
The fact that you
well-
spelled my name wrong negates my video.
Ozzy, did you see the final product?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was
Sorry.
pretty good. Well, actually, I wanted to kind of take a bit of a side like little transition here. I'm gonna play the transition sound effect that's listed here.
Ooh,
We're
that's
actually,
fancy.
I know, it's a cool. Well, I actually set something up for us to do today. That'd be a pretty good talking point. And I'm gonna share my screen real quick because we are gonna talk about the best camp electives and we're gonna rank them. So,
I like this.
Yeah, like
I have all the main electives here in the bottom.
Oh my gosh.
We
Is
got
that water fountain tasting I see?
Yes, we got water tasting, like cooking,
Wow.
wood shop, rock wall, gymnastics, gym, arts and crafts, water ski, boating, graphic design, music, 3D printing, basketball in the dome, cameras, biking, fishing, water tasting, and tennis.
What's cameras?
Photography.
Like the photography elective. So I think we already know where Ozzy's head is on that one. We'll put that in the F tier.
No.
I actually have an image of Ozzy at photography. He was taking pictures at the Dome.
Well, Ozzy,
that was a
what
fun
tier,
elective for us.
Ozzy, what tier would you put the photography elective in? What do you think?
I would say like, if none of the good electives are there, I would probably do that. Maybe I don't know. Either D or C.
Okay, it's D or C. What about around the room? What else do you guys? What do you guys think? Photography.
I would put it at C because
C?
it's like you get a nice little walk around.
I think it's like
camp.
I think it's kind of. I think it's like very mid.
Is that
honestly?
Yeah, it's right in the middle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's talk cooking. I feel like
Cooking
cooking is very.
is the highest tier.
It's pretty hit or miss though. I feel like when cooking's bad, I don't really want to be there though.
I don't
I
like
say it's
cooking
an A.
at all.
Ariel, you said you don't like cooking?
No, at
Sometimes
all.
it can be really stressful in there.
You know
And
what?
those cooking people can be intense.
Either A or are we on A or B
I
for
know.
this one? What do we think?
I
A.
got kicked out of
Classic
cooking
fans
last
right now,
year.
by the way.
Let's go with
I
C.
agree.
God.
It's
Let's go
too
with
messy.
C. I think around the room it seems like a more.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
What?
I say A.
You think A, Ozzy?
Yeah.
Maybe. You know what? For right now, we'll leave it
It's like-
right there
We'll leave it
in
at
the
B.
middle.
Maybe we can move it up.
Can we put it in the middle of A and B?
Yeah.
Well,
Keep it
yeah,
there.
let's take it right there.
Like A and a
Okay.
half.
A and a half or B and a half.
A and a half.
B and a
Um,
half.
A minus.
A minus.
There you go, Ozzy.
There you go. Yeah.
That was the most
I like
intelligent
that
comment out of
mentality.
all
A
of us.
minus. What do we want to talk about next? Which one here?
Wait, gymnastics.
Wait, what's the
Gymnastics
one
is this-
next to gymnastics? It's not gym.
This one? This one?
Isn't that
Rockwall.
gymnastics?
This is Rockwall. This is gymnastics.
Rockwall. Okay.
Rockwall's A tier.
Yeah.
I love
Rockwell's A.
Rockwall. I
Rockwall
love
is A
Rockwall.
tier.
Rockwall's great.
I took
Rockwall.
Wait, are
Ozzy
you
off
putting
middle
S
of
tier even, or
Rockwall
no?
this year.
We can put
I
Rockwall
felt
in S tier.
bad.
I think Rockwall could be S tier.
Rockwell.
Ozzy, we should have went back to Rockwall.
Well, I think
I felt bad about that.
Rockwall. The thing about Rockwall though is like you have like a lot of stuff to do. Even if you're not doing anything, there's bungee chairs, and Steven is there, so it's like, what's not to like?
And Rob.
I don't know. And Rob.
Wait. I have a pause for a second. Is
Yeah.
the basketball, is that dome?
That's just like Dome. Yeah.
E.
F.
I think Dome sucks. I
I
think
say
it's
F.
I think
I'll-
Dome sucks.
I'll-
F.
Because
It's a good
the
opportunity.
Don't sucks
bleachers,
is
the
A.
bleachers
Yeah.
for us counselors to sit on are so uncomfortable.
yeah. It's
Ozzy's
also
That
so
is
good
why
at
I
disagree
like
with
the
us
How
because
is
he
that
thinks it's
F?
fun.
A.
when you think A,
I do
Ozzy?
that.
You
Like,
think
you
Dome?
are
Yeah,
the
but-
reason why it's F.
Ozzy,
I
I have
think-
been vetoed in this situation. Sorry.
I hate the Dome for electives. I think it's terrible. I think
I
it's the
hate
worst
it.
thing you
I
can
think
do.
it's a waste of an elective
so-
period. I think that we have a
it's
dome
just
period for a
100%.
reason.
It's just unfun.
Exactly.
Like, why would you even go
You
there?
can do it like during rest hour or shower hour.
Exactly.
They do. They
What
just want to
about-
go more.
What do we?
Or
What
it's
are,
like
what are our thoughts
when
on
they
graphic
wake up,
design?
they like would make me go at like 6:30 in
Oh
the
my God.
morning.
Early risers.
sucks.
I remember my brother had to do that this year. He
Oh.
said it was the worst.
You know,
Yeah.
kids
Never
like
go to
waking up early.
Gottlieb goes to early risers baseball.
Ozzy,
Yeah.
you woke me up early like every single day to go to the Dome for 3 straight summers. So
That sucks. That's awful. I can't
3 straight
imagine.
summers because that's all the ones I was in bunk for. Sorry.
The best
But it's okay.
Speaking of dome in the morning and early morning activities, sometimes I'll wake up early and I'll like go to the movie. Like I'll just like walk around in the morning, and sometimes I'll stumble across like I'll just like start gibbet trade. Like there's nothing like a good early
Well,
morning gibbet trade.
Oh my God.
Getting that
7
fix in
a.m.
early, Isaacs.
Isaacs, just to kind of focus back on the dome real quick. I think the thing about the dome that really sucks is that like because we're looking at it from both perspectives, it's bad for both the campers and the counselors. Like the campers there and kind of like doing nothing, and the counselors are there doing nothing. So it's just like, what's
They
the
just want
point?
to shoot
Like,
around, and the counselors
like
the campers don't
Rockwall,
want us to be involved, so we just gotta sit there.
like Rockwall, we can either go on the Rockwall or chill, and it's a good spot to
Yeah.
chill.
I
Like
mean, the dome is good for my ego because I'm like I beat everyone in basketball as I'm a baller.
Isaac,
But yeah,
You beat
literally,
12-year-olds.
Because they're
you
all
beat 12-year-olds
12.
in basketball. Actually, that
And
reminds
they're
me.
like
I'm
3
gonna.
feet tall, some of them. So relax.
Ozzy, what was the score of our game again?
Like 3-1.
No, is that how I recall
We'll
it?
stick Isaacs in. We'll stick Isaacs in F tier.
Isaac
Isaac
goes
Isaac
himself
to
can go in
F.
F tier. Isaac can go in F tier. He's the worst elective. What about what? Let's talk about graphic design. What do you guys think about graphic design?
Hey,
Oh,
I've never
I think,
been.
I'd
I
say
think
B.
as a counselor, it's awesome.
as a counselor,
No, but we're
F.
looking at it from a
Well, Ozzy,
on a
what do you
macro
think?
level.
Graphic design.
It's B tier.
I've never been. I never got picked.
You've never been to graphic
Really?
design ever?
Yeah, I've never been.
Next summer.
Wait,
Next summer.
I feel bad. I'll make
That's
sure of
kind of
that.
crazy. Yeah, well, make sure you go next
I would
time.
say either A or
Let's throw Ozzy on an S tier real quick.
Alright.
B.
Why? Wait, if he's going in S tier, then I also belong in S tier.
Isaac,
you're
you're in
not.
F tier.
No.
Let's put graphic
There's no
design
way.
in. Let's put
I'm like
graphic design
Ozzy,
A
but
tier.
improved.
We're
How
gonna
are you
unbrainwash
improved?
Ozzy by the end of this.
How are you improved?
More
What makes you
athletic.
What makes
The
you more
chairman and
athletic?
CEO of Security Industries LLC. You know. But Merf,
King.
we're including Merf. Merf is gonna
Oh
go
my
higher.
god, see, that's a good picture of me too.
Why do
What
we?
is that from?
That's from when I was in
What is that
Colorado.
It's from our
okay.
teaser image.
Oh no, I know what it's from, but I meant where's the picture actually from?
It's
Don't
from
put his picture in
me
Colorado.
in front of Garden of the Gods in Colorado. And then after that, I actually saw Matthew Kuchel. I stayed at Matthew Kuchel in Colorado, and I got to stay in the AE Pi frat house at CU Boulder. That was an experience.
I'm sure that was wonderful for you. I'm sure you loved
Yeah.
I'm sure it was so
it was
wonderful.
great. I had a great
that.
time.
Who else do we need to add in here? Oh,
We had to add Ariel.
Ariel and me. Put Ariel there. We'll put myself there. I'll put
I'm an
myself in. I'll put myself in like the C tier. Mid.
Wait, why am I still in the F tier? That's what I'd like to
Uh,
understand.
I,
Because
I,
that's
I
where you
think we
belong.
all know why you're in the
Let's
F
let
tier.
Ozzy decide what tier I belong in.
Okay, fine.
Ozzy would choose a
Ozzy.
lower one.
Ozzy, is he gonna? Should he be in the F tier or no?
He should be like the one below F tier.
Ooh.
Nice.
What?
Okay, yeah, we'll throw
Ozzy,
Isaac down there.
what happened?
The
We'll throw
brainwash
Isaac.
is not working
Um,
anymore,
I thought-
Isaacs.
I thought we agreed. Oh, okay, you know what? This is a discussion for
Yeah,
later time.
this
Okay.
isn't even electives anymore. All right, whatever. Let's go back to electives though. What are our thoughts on woodshop?
I've never
I'd
been
say
to woodshop, but I
D
hear I hear woodshop's a vibe.
I think
D
It
tier.
it's
changes
fun.
by the year. It changes by the year.
Oriel,
This is a
what do you
woodshop
think?
person.
This year with Camilo being there, S.
It was. I thought it was pretty good. We'll throw it in like a B. I think for
What
right now.
about
B to A.
do you remember Fish, Ozzy?
Actually, let's throw it in A.
Oh,
You remember? I
Fish.
love Badal. Remember
I
Badal?
remember Fish.
Vidal.
Badal was
Wait.
awesome.
You remember Fish? Not Fishman. Fish, like the
No,
guy with
like-
the
like
earrings.
the guy with the dreads and the
The
hair.
guy with the really floppy earlobes. That guy.
Yeah.
I remember Fish.
Oh yeah, I remember that guy.
He was an interesting guy to work with in the woodshop. But I
Yeah,
love
he's a
Chris.
character.
Chris was awesome. He was in woodshop, but he was there, so that was fun.
Chris is great. Yeah.
Chris is awesome. Okay, what about
Gymnastics.
gymnastics? I think is very. As a
I
counselor,
think
hate it.
gymnastics is an A or an S.
I
Yeah,
think
I
that's,
That is a
agree.
vibe.
I
I
think it's
like
a
it so much more than I did as a camper.
I would say as a senior boy counselor, F.
Why?
That's honestly so real. It sucked. It sucks as a counselor. It's not fun.
I actually no. I
Sucks.
think if you put gymnastics in B tier and me in F tier, that's crazy. Gymnastics.
Fine.
Wait, what's the game where you have to like run to the woods, run to the beach,
Oh,
whatever?
well, you know what? Let's put gymnastics in D. I think it's not the worst, but it's not.
I think B, but whatever.
You know,
I
actually,
agree,
let's put it in C.
Ozzy.
C in the middle.
Put it in
Everyone
C.
leave
Put it in
middle.
C. Put it in
Yes,
C.
We'll go
C
C.
we can do.
What about
Gymnastics is fun.
Wait.
what about the gym?
Is that the boating elective?
This is boating elective, yes.
S tier.
Yeah,
Boating
S.
elective's great. I love boating.
S.
No, Matt used to be
They
afraid
actually
of the
bring it
lake.
back. It's not like really fully back.
It'll come
Matt used
back.
to be afraid of the lake.
Did he?
Oh yeah, that's true. I used to
Until
be very,
recently.
Wait, can you, like, was it Tobias who helped me conquer my fear?
Yeah,
You
probably.
were afraid of lake until recently?
Shout out to
He
Matt
wouldn't go in. He was
Tobias.
too afraid of it.
Yeah, for years.
There was like a good 8 years where he just didn't go in the lake.
Yep. This is
Cooper
true.
in S tier.
Cooper.
He can go to S tier.
But I
And
feel
then
like out of
obviously
all the people here, I'm the only one in F tier.
you are. That is correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Henry will go in S tier also.
Like, did you not see the Instagram comments about us all being on the podcast? Like, they were talking about us, Isaacs, not you.
Exactly.
Sorry.
That's
They
true.
just like us more.
Whoa. Wait.
What?
Did you go viral on the Chabad Instagram?
I went viral.
I don't
on
need
TikTok.
I went viral on at the time, it was Cadet Boy's Instagram for
Yeah.
Survivor.
Ozzy went
But
viral.
we went more
also.
viral this year.
You guys did go very viral this year.
Well, let's talk gym. What do you guys think about
RSVP
the
now.
fitness center? What do you want?
F.
Gym's
I'm
fun.
not RSVPing now. I think the fitness center is like a B or C, honestly.
I would
Yeah.
say
B.
Ozzy, you like the gym?
No,
Yeah.
the fitness center's no C tier.
F.
Why
I think
F?
Matt's traumatized with a lot
It's
of
so
his campers.
tiny. It's so tiny,
Yeah.
the gym. There's
I
so
feel
many
like-
people,
and
and
then I feel like
everybody
there's
just
so many
goes on the
rules and
elliptical.
It's so strong, but like
Ariel,
the-
what do you
the
think?
gym is still low.
Maddie
I
low
would
must
tier.
say D or E.
Let's
Not
go
a
with
good
D. I think that's a
at
good to
all.
meet the middle.
It's
Let's
cool.
go with D. I think it's more fun for the kids than it is for us to just sit around and watch them work
Yeah,
out. And
because you have to
and
let
even
them
if
do
we,
stuff first.
well, also because like if we want to work out, like we can't really because we also have to supervise. So it's like,
So boring.
Yeah.
what about general arts and crafts?
A.
S.
A.
I
A.
think
Yeah,
I think
you
I
can never
think
go
A.
wrong.
It's
A.
You
just
can never
fun.
go
It's
wrong,
just a
but it's
vibe.
not like
It's
it's
just
like
a vibe.
yeah.
I
Like, they
never
got the
do anything,
music,
I
you
just
got the
go
view of the
chill.
lake, you got
Yeah.
everything. Like, it's just perfect setting.
Yeah, it's just great.
No,
And
it's
also
great
you can
there.
do like you
I
can do
agree.
eating,
No one has ever
painting.
thought like, wow, the lake is so perfect. That's why I want to go to arts and crafts. But okay.
I always appreciate a
Fine.
good view. You always have to appreciate a good view.
Well, on the
You're the
topic of
only
that,
one.
you
Okay,
can,
it's okay.
well, Isaacs, you can see from arts and crafts, you can see water skiing, which I think is an S tier. Actually, the way that it's run,
Yes.
B tier.
Yes.
S.
Oh,
S.
well, the way it's S. It's S in every other way though.
Can we elaborate
I think it's
on
S in every
why?
way because
Can we
you get to
elaborate
just
on why it goes to a
chill.
B based off of why it's run?
Because I feel like the way that the water ski program works is just like when people arrive to go, there either A is not enough boats for everyone who's there who wants to go, or B, when we do rarely have it, they aren't usually like. I just felt like when we got to water ski it was very random and few and far
I
between
know
just
some
because it
inside
was such a
information about that.
Yeah?
Yeah, sometimes
Care to share?
sometimes they. I don't know if I can. It's just about that. Sometimes some of the specialists are like, I don't want to go do that right now, and sometimes they just
That's
don't.
valid.
They're a little slow down there because they're always all
Yeah.
they're doing there is that when there's no one down there, they're literally just taking the boat out and just chilling.
Yeah, I know.
So
That's a
Crazy.
vibe.
although it is a vibe. Whenever I went, I think I went twice with you, Ozzy, this year to water ski,
I only got
and
picked
it
once.
was. All right,
I
so
had
I
a
went
great-
twice. One time when you were
There's
gone.
a great flick from Cadet Summer of me and Tobias, and I think Maddox Lean is in it on the boat with Steve
Oh yeah,
Fuda.
I just found that photo.
Really.
There's
Have
a
you?
great. I
have
have
you,
it.
You ever go, Cameron? You ever go water skiing at camp?
I did go water skiing. I think it was Tobias and Jordan Offsink on the boat with me.
Really?
And
Or was it a day off?
it was on a day off, yeah.
I think I was there too for that. I think maybe
Here
it was
is
me and
said
Jordan. I
flick
think.
on the boat.
Yeah, I just saw that photo.
But wait, I'll find you my water skiing because I have never, literally it took a mere 30 milliseconds for me to get up and fall right flat on my face.
I remember this. This is
I've
hilarious.
never inhaled so much water in my life.
Yeah, Landon
I'm
is
good
also
at
now in the S tier.
water skiing.
Ozzy,
Really?
you're awesome at water skiing.
Yeah,
I was
actually,
like, how is he
Ozzy,
doing
I have the
that?
video of you doing it. I should send it to you later when I can find it. But you actually were really good at it. I was surprised.
Was he? You were surprised?
Yeah.
That's not.
Well, I
Wow.
mean, considering the fact
Ozzy,
that I've
I
never
would
seen him
not
down
be
there before.
surprised. I know what to expect from you.
I've never seen him down there before, so I didn't know he knew how to water ski. But
Fair.
apparently he has.
He's unreal.
If Noah Shine is not alongside me, good.
No, Noah Shine does not deserve anything except an S, okay?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
awesome.
Noah Shine
that
on
was the boy.
top.
Why
Everyone
am
was-
I feel like I should join the S people.
All right, the more you keep talking, the more we want to lower you.
Exactly.
So.
We could honestly, you might have to go to G tier. I might have to add a whole new tier just for you. What if I just
You have to extend the page further.
I'll just do this, and I'll
No, don't make a new tier for me.
An Isaac's
go-
tier.
we'll go Isaacs. Oh my god, that's not good. A smaller.
In case anyone's wondering, this is me
Alright,
water
Mark.
skiing on Laurel Lake.
There you go,
What?
Isaacs.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
I don't know how I feel about this new tier. Is that like above everyone else? Is that why it's like that?
Well, actually, if it was above everybody else, it'd be above S, but it's actually below
You
everyone
guys want
else.
to see a
'cause it's
picture of
like-
me water skiing in 2017?
Yes.
That's me.
What is you're kneeboarding? That's awesome.
I'm kneeboarding.
Love
That was like the first thing I had to do.
Nice,
I don't think I
nice.
ever got that far. Isaacs. Can you spell his name wrong?
Sure.
No.
1A.
No, do two S's. Two S's.
1A, 2 S's. We'll do both.
Well, you know what?
No,
You know what
do
I
not
just
do
found
that.
out recently?
Do
I just
not
found out
misspell
recently,
my name.
and I've never noticed it until recently when I was like thinking about changing his name. I've had Matt's name in my contacts wrong since I've met him. I've
Really?
had
That's
two
hilarious.
2014.
How is that
freshman-
possible?
freshman boy Matthew Isaacs.
I
How do
don't
you
know how
spell Matthew Isaacs wrong?
because I spelled his last
He's
name wrong.
an idiot.
It's currently Isaccs.
You
That's crazy.
gotta keep that
I've
now.
traveled the world with Merf, and yet he still doesn't spell my name right.
I noticed it recently, and I texted a picture of it to him, and he goes, "Change it now," and I go, "Absolutely not." It's so funny.
Jimmy.
That's a good one.
There you go.
Strategic gibbet trader is the more accurate word, but okay.
Well-
No.
Well, I already got something for the
Hey,
next
hey, Isaacs. Hey, Isaacs, can you say that again real quick? Say what did you say?
I'm the strategic gibbet trader, not gibbet scammer.
Sure.
All right.
You fell right into that one, Isaacs.
Yeah,
Yes, I
like
haven't
that.
been able to do the sound effects in a little bit because I've been doing the tier list. What about music? I love seeing Giuseppe.
S.
What about Jasma?
Wait. You want to see a
Oh.
picture of me and Merf in Mexico?
Music's awesome.
Iconic.
What does this have to do with music?
I've never been to music.
This-
Oh,
oh, this-
well,
yeah,
Ozzy,
this
Ozzy,
is
you're
rock.
missing out. It's awesome. You should go.
And he's featuring his. Oh no, he's not. I thought he was wearing his.
Do you guys
DJ
remember the first time the music studio was built, and we all went in there?
The
and
new
we
one
were
or
like
the old one?
We were the current one,
Yeah, I do.
and we all went in there, and we were all recording things, like we were just testing it out.
with
We were
Aiden
Aiden
Flaum?
Flaum.
Oh my god, that was horrible.
That was bad.
That was bad. I remember
Max,
that.
do you remember that?
I badly. Let me think. I'm trying to find. I'll use a pickle for pickleball. I don't need a ball. What do you guys think of pickleball?
S.
I think it's
Pickleball's
awesome.
awesome.
Pickleball is
I
so
think-
amazing.
I think it's so
Pickleball
so
fun.
much
B
fun.
Or A.
You think
A.
A? Yeah,
A.
yeah. I guess A. I mean, like,
Yeah, I would
The
say
hard
it's
part-
an
it's not like the best thing, but it's definitely not the worst. You know.
A. Yeah.
What about
What's
what
that
about
next one?
this is 3D printing.
Ooh.
Okay.
I
It's
might
big.
go with
It's
an
like a-
E on this one, just because I feel like everybody's projects get stolen.
You know what the biggest thing for me
Yeah,
with this?
it's, like,
The
not
biggest thing for
great.
me is people
you
say
can now
they're
make
going to go.
gibbets at 3D printing.
Of course.
You know what the biggest thing? The biggest problem for me with
Can we
3D
put
printing
3D
is the
printing
fact.
next to Gibbet Scammer?
Yeah, the biggest problem with 3D printing for me is the fact that
cover him.
people. Oh, I need to change the layers. Hold on. Bring to front. Where's
I
the
would say
layer?
because of the AC should be higher. Only because of the AC.
That's true.
Okay.
Just for that F tier.
That is true. That's true. That's a good point,
What is
Ariel.
this? What is this that I'm looking at that we're printing?
Actually, no. E.
3D
It's still
printing.
better
Whole
than
day
it's better than
going
dome
to
basketball. It's still
3D
better than dome
printing can
basketball.
change your life.
You don't think about 3D printing
Wait,
is though,
that's
like
3D printing
people
that I'm looking at?
Yes.
people say they want to go to that, and then like they just
They
go
just
to
wanna
graphic
do
design
graphic
instead.
design.
Don't do
So
3D
that-
printing.
Exactly. So it's just like a scam. And Fabian gets
I
mad at
have.
everyone.
I
because,
think of 3D printing.
When you were a
well,
camper?
then fine. We'll put
Yeah,
Merf down with the
I did
3D
when I was
printing.
skinny.
tier.
The best do they still have the shirt making machine?
Yes,
It
that's
like
graphic
works half the
design.
time.
It like never
We'll,
works.
we'll,
but
we'll
it's
move Merf down to the 3D printing tier.
Fabian runs.
Okay.
Wait, could we replace me with Merf then in the S tier?
No.
No.
I mean, no,
Isaac,
replace Merf with
that's
me.
not how
in-
this
There's a
works.
tier and Gibbet
That's not-
Scammer.
But Gibbet Scammer should be ahead of S tier, I would think.
You think wrong. What about like water tasting? I think that's
Non-blinking?
S, right?
S tier.
Water
S
testing?
top notch.
I think it's the
What
best.
is
one.
everybody's
Why-
favorite
why
water
did we not do
fountain?
that this year? Why did we not do like
Favorite water
maybe you
fountain?
guys did, but
Yeah.
My
I
favorite
did that this year.
We did it. My favorite water fountain is probably the one either at the golf course because it's the best
I'll
one.
be right back. I have to go over there.
All right, you're good. The golf course water fountain is great. I also really like the one Where is it? I'm trying to think. There's one that I like, but I forgot
Actually,
which
I
one it
take
was.
location into account, right? So if it's a good location, that gives it bonus points.
Well, the
Even
golf.
if the water,
So-
like,
well, I
The
know. I don't
most
go.
underrated, like this is one of my favorite. This is my number 2. My number 1 is the health center because I'm biased. The second one is an
It's
underrated
gotten
one.
worse.
Girls
The health center's-
HC water fountain.
That one sucks. I was gonna say that's my least favorite one.
that is, I
No,
mean,
the
that's
girls
a terrible
HC
take.
one was fire.
It's just
I
it's
have
like
to try
warm
that
and it's like
again.
Cameron,
milky.
this year the one at the health center got worse though.
It did.
Oh,
They
that's
had
so
to change the filter.
sad.
They had to change
Well,
the filter or something.
actually,
I
I was
don't know.
wrong. The worst water fountain is actually the one at the dance studio. It's awful.
Yes.
Hor-
Really?
Horrendous.
Upstairs.
It's horrendous. It's terrible.
It's horrible.
I'm back.
Wait, what about that water fountain by the new baseball fields? How was that one?
It's fine.
I never had a
It's okay.
chance to try that
There
one.
used to be a water fountain there too, like before, like that. That was the water was always running there. It just they got rid of it for a couple of years, and then they put a new one
Underrated water
there.
fountain. Underrated water fountain. Boise HC.
Boys HC
Yeah,
water fountain
Boys
is a
HC
good
so
one.
good.
I think the
Boys
worst
HC is
one
pretty good.
is the canteen one. That's the
But I
worst.
think for
But yeah,
me,
that one sucks.
at least the
That
upper
one
The
sucks.
canteen is gross.
most
And same with
convenient.
the social hall.
Yo,
the
what
the-
social hall one's
The social hall
bad.
is terrible, and it's probably like
Terrible.
The whole one sucks, but it's so convenient.
Well,
The
actually,
social
I
is
also
so
really,
hot.
I really like I like the one inside Wayne Hall.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
It gives you like a
Not a
nice
bad
little
one.
break from the outside. You get to
Yeah.
like see some of the head staff while you're
Tennis-
in there. Like
tennis water
have a
fountain
quick
sucks.
chat.
Yes, tennis water fountain sucks. Like lower girl side.
Off.
It's terrible, awful. What about
Health
mountain
center
bikes?
got worse this year.
As
It
I
did.
said,
On
Mountain
behalf
bikes I
of
think
the
is
health
A.
center, I apologize, even though I wasn't there this summer.
mountain
I
biking.
say
uh,
A, probably, right?
D,
Alright.
D, D.
all right, if we're looking at it from a camper's point of view, it's like an A or B. As a
Yeah.
counselor, especially the days where you don't want to be going mountain biking, it's the worst.
Oh, it sucks.
Wait,
It's
you-
the
remember-
worst.
remember
Are
the
you
story with
forced to
Nemo?
go biking as a
Hey, you
counselor?
love
Like, are you
mountain
forced to
biking.
go with them?
But yeah,
Ariel, will
I
you
mean,
go
yeah.
mountain
Remember the
biking?
Nemo story?
yes, of course.
My counselor crashed into me to prevent me from like getting away from him. So like literally, I was like trying to. It was me, Shappy, and our counselor Demo, our senior summer, and like Shappy and I were
Demo.
trying to like escape from Demo, and he got so angry, so he like crashed his bike into me, and like it was like horrible.
That's crazy.
Very
I think
Yeah,
I
very
went mountain
angry.
biking this year, and it was the worst. I was literally like drained from like doing something, and I just like did not want to do any. I didn't want to do anything physical. And it was the
That's when we
worst.
lost Jude. Jude like got lost.
But yes, that is when we. Yeah, and then
Wait,
Jude
somebody
left.
got
Where did he
lost?
go?
Jude just decided he was done. He was done with mountain biking, so he went back and returned his bike, and we like couldn't
Oh my
find him.
god.
And he
Iconic.
just was. We were biking back past the bunks, and we just saw him walking back to the bunk. I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, it was done." I'm like, "You can't do that." Like, yeah, like you know how much trouble I'd be in if I just can't find Jude.
Yeah, that's not
That'd be
an
pretty
option.
bad. Yeah, that was
Actually,
pretty
there's
bad.
one other I thought of real quick.
Pedal cart.
Power walking.
But yeah,
Power
Power
walking
walking
fun.
was one of my favorites. I'm
It's
not gonna
Always a
lie.
good time.
That's equivalent to Dome. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Power walking without a
What?
purpose.
I think power walking is at least S. How can you say
It's-
power
It's
walking is the
either
same as
A or
dome?
S. Power walking is a
like,
vibe.
If you got a good group of kids and you got like a speaker, like it's awesome.
yeah.
It's way better than
I
dome.
really liked what you did that one summer. You just did like the random mosh pits around camp. I thought that was really fun.
Oh yeah, that
Well,
was
that's a
fun.
Landon Allen thing. Yeah, that's always good.
Yeah.
That
There's
what
a dance
about-
party this
I
year.
think that-
Invite
I think
only
that-
dance party.
Oh, the
Like a
invite only
super
dance
secret
party.
invite only dance party.
Okay, well, what about fishing? I think that's A or B.
Fishing is
E.
also a
It's
vibe.
such a vibe for counselors.
Such a vibe.
It's
You
yeah.
can
I
feel.
think C.
You think C?
You think
I
it's
do
C?
not
Honestly,
think
have you ever
C.
gone fishing at camp?
Well, then that's not like a real.
Did you catch anything?
Maybe
You gotta
you
try
not
it
catch
again.
anything.
Try it
was-
again this summer. Go with Blake
We'll
Brewer
go.
or Brett Son
Here's the
and
thing.
Yeah.
When I
learn from them.
took this summer I took Falkowitz, Grayson, Warsaw, and Grant fishing, and it was crazy. We were standing there, and he caught an actual like live snapping turtle on his fishing rod. I actually had a
What?
video. He pulled it out of the water. I'm like, what the fuck?
The best elective is anything that involves King Matthew.
Ozzy, I'm
Oh
sorry,
my
just for
God.
that.
Thank you, Ozzy, thank
Ozzy,
you.
you're going down to the D tier just for that. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
gotta move you down.
Made me say it. He texted me. He made me say it.
What about tennis? What about
At least
tennis?
I do one of them.
I feel like tennis is D or E.
It's like
I
not
feel like it's
fun.
boring as a
No,
counselor.
Yeah,
tennis
it's
is
not a
fun.
great-
C.
No, but not, as an elective, it's different.
I love
As an
fidget
elective?
tournaments.
That's another sport I was
I
just
love
showing
it.
you, by the way.
Once
Ozzy's
again,
actually
Murph,
really
Isaac,
good at
he's
tennis.
12.
Ozzy would make me go to all of his tennis matches, and I did not want to
We'll
go.
put tennis in D, I think. I think that's a good place for it.
It deserves higher than D.
I don't think so, honestly.
I
C.
love
Like,
tennis, but
you think, fine, we can compromise for C.
And then
What if we
only
do C
my main
minus?
criticism
C
is
minus for that
the
one.
location of the Jimmet scammer category. I think it's not reflective of where it really stands.
Okay, fine, I'll
Um,
move you off the page. Actually, I'll add a whole
Yeah.
another page.
Above F.
delete him. Delete him.
Above F.
I'll move it all the way down
No.
here.
Wow.
Oh,
We
wait, it
made a
didn't
new
work.
page for him.
Yeah, actually, I'm just gonna keep it where it was. It's fine. Is there any electives that I missed that you guys want to include?
Pedal karting.
but
yeah.
Oh, I hate that.
That's a good
I
point.
hate it. I hate it. It
Pedal
sucks.
karting's
I think it's
What's your
awful.
least favorite part? And I feel like
yeah,
I
you
know
guys
what it's
don't have
going
a
to
pedal
be.
kart.
Well, the worst part
But
as a
what's the
counselor is
least
you
favorite
fall
part as a
behind them.
counselor
A
of
pedal karting when they go down the hill or and need to
when,
run after them.
when Drew Wallman crashes his pedal kart into the dining hall.
Oh, did you hear about that, Cameron?
No, I didn't, but I could just picture
that
that.
was in our song.
You know, like the green lattice in front of like the dining hall that like holds it up like
Yeah.
the wall. So
Wait, I have to find the picture.
he just rammed into it. It broke.
There's
That's
a picture of him
hilarious.
next to the replaced lattice that they put out for him. They had
That's
to replace
funny.
the thing there. Where is
Ariel,
it?
am
I
I
have a
missing anything
hilarious
that
photo.
you can think of?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Isaac's?
I'm gonna find this photo.
No, I cannot. I mean, if you want to make like as an elective Gibbet trading, right? That's
Yeah,
okay.
no.
That's not. No.
That would be F.
What even happens when I
That
search
can
up
fall into
Gibbet?
the Gibbet scammer category.
Gibbet does not. There's no
Here
results
you
for
go.
Gibbet.
Bracelet trading. I'm very good at that too.
Here's him next to the new
That's
lattice. They put up.
hilarious.
Well, if trading
It was
for
in our
trading, we'll do
sing-song,
the
too.
stock market here. We'll put trading, and we'll put that in the Isaacs here. There you go. The Isaacs, you get your elective. You get your elective there.
I feel like there's something missing. There's got to be something missing here.
Well, there's rollerblading. But, like,
Eating
who
a
cares?
macrame.
Do you have the old
That's-
sheet?
What about like hockey?
Does anyone have the old
Hockey is
sheet?
an elective, I feel.
I could throw
Yeah,
hockey.
it's
It's
not
not
an
in the
elective.
dome category. Dome.
Well,
But that
I
does
think
fall under dome. That's
I think it's
valid.
different though. I think hockey's better than basketball in the dome because you don't have to do anything.
Well, I ref.
That's
this year,
facts.
So I actually
Because
did do
the
stuff.
specialists are there, so they just hang out with the specialists, and it's just like I think it's an E tier. But it's
Basketball's
like,
better than hockey.
well, maybe for you.
You are entitled to your own opinions, Ozzy.
Ozzy, you sucked at hockey. Sorry.
What about? I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we're like missing.
No, you didn't.
At least he tried.
Yes, I
we
did.
scored 0 goals.
Cameron, do you think?
No,
Can you think
you
of
were
anything I'm
there
missing
for
here?
so
Oh,
long.
the game that I was my day off. You're right. You
What
did.
about like
You're right.
chilling on the porch of the health center with Nurse Cameron? That was an elective for the senior girls. I'm not gonna lie.
All right,
Summer
well,
2023.
We'll put nurse. Cameron, where do you think that would fall under the?
I feel like
tiers
that
here.
like
Under the Isaac.
You think it's under the Isaacs tier?
whoa.
That's
That's
wow.
crazy.
Down here,
Wait,
No.
what is this category? This is for nursing?
hanging out with Cameron on the
Hanging out with
porch of the house.
Cameron at the health center.
So
I
wait,
think
if
you
it's
throw them,
Isaac's tier, that's like the greatest tier there is. Well done,
Well,
Ozzy,
guys.
Isaacs,
I'm
I don't think you
offended.
realize, but your tier is like
Ozzy,
the
that's a
bottom.
compliment.
I think.
Yeah,
I think C. C for
I
Cameron.
agree. C. C for Cameron. Is there anything I'm missing? I don't think so. All right. Well,
I don't
I
think
think
so.
that's a good place to end this section. Let's get back to just like chilling.
All right.
I have to know, Ozzy, do you
What?
plan on coming back next year?
What?
Do you plan on going back next year?
Yeah, mostly. Yeah.
That's good.
Do you have any?
Are
do
we
you have
gonna
any
change the
tournaments that you're gonna
hairdo
skip?
again before summer?
Oh.
What?
Do you think you're gonna change your
No,
hair again
no change
before
the hair.
next summer?
Probably not.
Sorry.
You'll-
Oh my God,
Sorry.
you're
Sorry.
awful.
Well,
Sorry, I'm doing
Ozzy,
something
you
like
just gotta find your exact hairstyle. You gotta find your exact hairstyle because you didn't know exactly where you were gonna put your hair, but you gotta look good. You know
Yeah.
what I
It's a
mean?
good point.
My hair looks bad right now. I just gotta.
Well, I mean, it looks like you haven't taken care of it for the past few hours, so that's fair.
That
You'll
would
get
make
used
sense.
to it
Right.
after.
Cause I
hasn't
had
been
the
a full
cross
year
this
yet.
morning. I had the cross
Yeah,
for
exactly.
4 hours this morning. So
What'd you have
You
this
haven't
morning?
gotten
That's
used
a lot
to
of
having the
hours.
whole short hair thing.
I was working this morning.
Yeah,
I was not.
I was.
I woke.
I was saying goodbye to my parents because they were here. So
My parents are coming next weekend,
No.
so that'll be exciting.
that's
Are
great.
all of the corns coming to Texas or just the parents?
They are, all of them. All of them will be
Oh,
here.
so exciting.
So actually, maybe next week, if we record when they're here, they could be background appearances.
Oh, wait, that reminds me. Morgan actually wrote to me like yesterday or 2 days ago. He was like,
Morgan wrote to you.
He was like, I am intrigued by your podcast. And I was like, do you want to be a guest? And he was like, perhaps.
Well,
He's
maybe at
talking
some
like
point
you.
Morgan, if you're listening, maybe at some point we'll get you in, probably in the next fiscal year. I probably not before March.
We
But
actually we have our schedule lined up and pretty much through March spoken for. But we can make it this week.
I'm
but we
excited to
might.
see the guests in the
But
future.
I have a quick question just before we wrap everything up. What do you guys think? Since you guys already went on the, I mean, not Cameron, but you guys went on the Boston trip. What do you guys think is going to change about that trip?
The hotel.
The hotel. The hotel.
Well, actually,
What
funny,
hotel?
With this hotel, because I heard about this
in
hotel.
Boston,
Like, what happened?
in Boston, me, Isaacs, and Ariel, the three of us had a room together, just three of us, and we were
That's
in
a
the
vibe.
south side of Boston. We were in the south side of Boston, which we don't know is the middle of the hood. Like, is actually like the deepest,
We were
darkest.
really we were in there. We saw
it was really
gangs
funny.
and drug deals.
Actually, one of our campers who will not be named, we actually went to their hotel room and they were crying because they looked out the window and saw a girl get raped. So we had to.
No,
Wait,
it
I don't
was
know. Let's keep this
awful.
PG.
It was
awful.
terrible.
Awful.
But I mean, other than that, though, I mean, like there were some parts where you had to like walk 20 minutes in the middle of the streets to get from one place to the other, which kind of sucked.
The hobo in the middle of
And
the street when you guys are driving.
there's a guy who like was on the ground like passed out in the middle of the road when we were driving at one point,
Right next to the hotel.
which is a classic
So it
moment
sounds
for
like
us.
they're gonna have to change a lot of this trip. I don't know.
Isaacs
I
had
feel
some
like
Isaacs had some compound V.
Yeah, they had what it was like an energy drink.
It was G Fuel. It was G Fuel.
G Fuel, like from the boys, so good. Actually, really not good.
What else? Oh, me, Isaac, and Ariel got to experience taping doors. That was fun.
That was
Ooh,
fun.
Wait,
we had-
anybody
we-
break
can't
into
wait
we
for
it?
that.
had
Did anyone
one
do
swim
it?
room.
There's
for a
one
long
room who
time.
we had suspicions that they were gonna sneak out.
That's the big-
And then
they were planning
did.
to sneak out.
they opened the door and then saw me outside and then closed the door. So we knew they were going to, but they did not. So
Ozzy, you
we
better not
stopped
sneak out next year.
we stopped them
What?
successfully.
You better not sneak. We're talking about trip next year when you guys get your own room.
Ozzy,
You
did
better
you
not
like
try to sneak
Hershey?
out. Yeah, how'd you like
Ozzy,
Hershey?
who would you want to room with next year on trip?
Yeah.
I liked my room this year.
Your room was good.
What was
Our
your room
was
this
good,
year?
Actually.
Murph, were you in his room?
Yeah, well, obviously.
Well, Cameron, actually, funny story if you didn't know this. Shappy actually shared a bed with Caleb Wordhamer at Hershey Park.
Because his air mattress wasn't working.
I'm dead. I love that.
Shappy
That's
and Caleb
hilarious.
Wordhamer will eventually be on here. We need to question the two of them.
How
about that
many
experience.
questions was Shappy asked during that night? That's what I want to
I'm
know.
sure plenty. I can't imagine. I mean, when I was in Hershey, I was like on the
What a
floor
kid,
next
though.
to the
He's a
kids.
good kid.
Shappy
Can we
or
get
Caleb?
Caleb on the call?
Caleb's a good kid.
Caleb called me the other day and was like, "Let's play Fortnite." I couldn't at the time, but I would. I would have if I could have.
Caleb would be good because he'd ask so many damn questions on this podcast that he would actually
Well,
have like, a
He
good, like,
would.
fix.
I think Caleb and Shappy need to be on together. I think that's like
He
a,
should.
Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah.
so we'll get to
Get
that
them on
eventually.
the next podcast. The first podcast in March is going to be them.
I got recent
They'll
Herschel
probably be on
here,
before
the
March. I mean,
top.
a bit
Look
of
at
a
that.
secret. Oh, ooh.
To remind me of Herschel Park.
Is that
Now,
Rochelle and Herschel?
Hey, I'm allergic to that.
Recent Herschel.
Are you really making this
I
joke
bought.
again?
That's the only thing that I bought that was like a memorabilia thing from Hershey.
Hey, Isaacs,
That's
can
cute.
you
I
say
like
that again?
that.
Isaac, say what you just said
It
again.
was a deal.
I said that I was allergic to the Reese's that Murph has.
It's too easy. It's too easy.
It's too easy. Ozzy, were you all rides, some rides, or no rides?
All right.
All rides.
I would never let
Did
him.
you do that like just like after you could do all rides, like in practice?
No,
you
I
did?
love rides. I go on every single ride.
Did Murph go
What
on
about-
every
what about
single
Lee-
ride
what about-
with you, or did he sit
Obviously.
out of some?
No,
Alright.
he had to go with Liam because Liam was too scared.
I went on this crazy ride in where we go this year? Oh, in Boston, and it
At
was
Six
like,
Flags?
Murph, do you remember the one that Jared
Sorry,
Goldstein took us
Liam.
on where I bit him?
Yeah.
It
The
was
one
the
that
same
he
ride
can-
that they had in
He
Montreal,
can bit.
but
Yeah.
I bit my counselor on a
The
ride.
top one.
Yeah, it
the
goes straight.
one where-
It's the Superman, straight up, straight down, like that.
Yeah.
Oh, Superman
I
Man
know
of
that.
Steel. That's a
Yeah.
great ride.
That was like your
Ariel,
first
yeah,
like
I
upside
closed
down
my eyes
thingy.
the
Ariel,
entire
were you
time.
all rides?
Yeah.
Some rides.
I was
Always
some
some
rides
rides.
also. Me and
No,
Finney
I
took a
would
lot during
be
the day.
I would be no rides if I went. I
Well, the
love
problem
roller
with
Dorney,
being
coasters,
no rides,
but
the problem being
my
no rides, there was
body
no kids
cannot
who were no
handle
rides.
roller coasters anymore. I'm too old for
I'm
that.
pretty sure
No,
the
it
only
sucked.
people that were no rides in our division were Caleb and Harrison.
Caleb was no
Yeah.
rides.
But I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah.
they had a great day. I'm sure they had a great day.
My group
They
was
were
some
fine.
rides, but they didn't want to go on anything. So we basically were no rides.
I told my group there were certain things my group didn't want to go on, and I go, you guys chose all rides are going on all of them, and I got them on all of them.
Nice.
That's
There was
impressive.
one
I
ride
Rod
where
was
I
like
could.
crying the whole time, and like
No, there was one ride I couldn't get Liam on, but then we went back to the ride, and I convinced him to go
What
on.
ride
So
was it? What ride was it?
I don't remember. It was something at was it at Dorney or
It was
Hershey? I
at
don't remember.
Dorney.
It was at Dorney. Yeah.
Did I ever
It was
tell
like
you
the
guys that I shut
big
down a
ride.
ride at Hershey Park when I was a camper?
That's hilarious.
What happened?
I shut down Fahrenheit at Hershey Park when I
How did
was
you
a
shut it
camper.
down?
I threw up on it.
Ooh.
These people, like, we were complaining on the line that we were gonna miss our check-in, and these people let us go in front of them, and then I see them waiting to go next, and I tell the guy, I'm like, I think I just like threw up like in the thing, and then we're walking out and it says temporarily closed for cleaning.
Ugh.
And I'm
Ew.
like, oh.
I was actually at Six Flags once with Morgan, and for some reason he thought it'd be a good idea to bring his phone on the ride in his pocket. So
I did
his
that.
phone actually it fell out of his pocket and was on the ground, and he lost his phone forever and need to get a new phone because he just like it fell from like the top of the ride.
I think
And I'm
Levi Cass lost his glasses on one of the rides.
Wait,
really
remember that
Oh my
like
gosh,
thing in the
why does that
beginning
not
of the
surprise
year
me?
when like the people quit on putting like 666 on the lock and like the lock boxes?
the
Ooh,
the
let's talk
locker
about that.
bandits.
What are you
Should
What
we?
talking
was
about?
that?
I don't know.
What are you talking about?
The locker bandit. Whoever was the locker bandit. I don't know who that
But when the
was.
lockbox
We never
got
found that out.
smashed, when the
Yeah,
lockbox
we
got
never found that out.
and when the tennis racket got destroyed.
Yeah.
Isaac, do you know about Ariel? Do you know about this?
No
Some
idea.
Yeah, I know.
drama,
No,
I know that.
some drama in the junior division.
Wait, what was
When
the tennis rackets?
what
I heard about
happened?
the lock boxes.
Our lockboxes, all the kids' lockboxes were getting destroyed, and we had no clue who it was, and we still don't know. We have no clue. I mean, maybe
It's a
someone knows,
mystery.
but I don't know. No one told me.
It was probably Mason Levy.
You know, Isaacs.
Okay, Ozzy, name
Does he-
drop in.
Name dropping,
Isaacs,
bro.
Isaacs, how do you
Because
know?
as soon as he left, it stopped.
Mason Levy was a Red Rebel, so it wasn't him. Not him. Because he was a Red Rebel. And a
You know,
Red Rebel wouldn't do that.
Red Rebels are truly the epitome of character. You had,
He
yeah.
wouldn't do that
What
because
pick
he
did
was
I
a
go
Red
in the
Rebel.
draft?
I don't
There was
remember.
no draft. They chose the teams at random.
No, there was definitely
Yeah.
a draft.
Just keep trying to tell the kids that they'll never believe it.
Ozzy, would it be upsetting to you if you went in the final round?
I really went like second round.
You were second round, weren't you?
I think he
Had
was.
to have been.
No,
And that's
no.
okay.
Ozzy,
I mean, it's
how many rounds-
Max is the one who did it. Max
Yeah,
Max
what do you mean, Isaac? What do you mean? No, I'm the one who chose him.
Ozzy, you went
Wasn't I?
last.
Wasn't
I'm
I?
sorry.
So
What?
that
Was
means
this
Matthew
draft?
Isaacs like skipped over Ozzy.
Yeah,
So
what?
therefore,
He
Matthew
did.
Isaacs
All
is
that?
not king.
Actually,
Yeah.
Matthew Isaacs.
No,
Ozzy,
I
you
am
might not know this. You might not know this, but Matthew Isaacs chose Nathan over you.
That's not true. That is not true.
Because Nathan's
Whoa!
his favorite.
You know why?
D1
Because he's a
That's
glazer.
not true. That's just
Because
not
he's a
true.
glazer.
It's
Because he's
Caden Flex.
glazers.
That's who his favorite is.
That's not true.
Who
That
are
is
Isaac's
true.
favorites?
Isaacs would have chosen
Caden
I
Caden.
don't have-
That's why I didn't
Nathan.
already take him. But actually, Isaacs actually complained to Schwed that he wanted to trade for Caden to be on his team several times during the
No.
season. Yes.
Wow.
No, I do not have
Actually,
favorites. Stop-
in
stop with this lunacy.
our football league, he traded away two really good players just Caden. He traded away
It was
Falkowitz
not-
and Ashton for just Caden.
It was a matter of skill.
Wait, who did you trade for Ashton?
He traded Falkowitz and Ashton for Caden. I know.
It was a matter
Really?
of people.
If that's not
going-
favoritism, I don't know what is.
I didn't know that.
He's a glazer, Isaacs. He's a
It's
glazer.
not favorite, but like, my team did very well. But we had it was about getting a tall guy, and our
Well,
team did very well.
you
from
lost
that.
two very, very good players.
Was this a decision
Um,
made on our night off?
No, that was for TFBI. No, we're talking about SFL.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
TFBA was different. That was He,
That was when I was
by
negotiating
the
with
way, I
Ethan
must
Siegel.
add both times Schwed had Caden and Isaacs did not. But there's not been a single time where
Jealous.
Isaacs has had. Isaacs has actually only ever been on a team with either Caden or Nathan, but never neither of them.
That's
So I
not,
think
that's
this
a
summer we
coincidence.
have to
That's
have
great.
we have to have Isaac
Suspicious.
branch out.
Yeah, I agree. I think you should branch out.
Yeah. Find some new favorites that are not.
I don't
you
have
know,
favorites.
not like 8
Well,
years
I don't
old
know. I
on
don't know if we
fr-
Ozzy,
in a
tell me
freshman
why
I don't know
division.
about that. I wouldn't be that
Isaac, you
sure.
glazed Caden and Nathan.
That's
Ozzy's
it's not true.
slowly getting brainwashed by the moment.
I think throughout this call, Ozzy's actually shown some really good progress.
Yeah.
He really
Ozzy, who's
has.
king?
Pop off, Ozzy.
Ozzy, who's king?
Ryan Tepper and Cameron Augie.
So, here,
As the
I'm gonna
ones
ask you
who-
this question very straightforward.
As
Isaac,
the
you're
ones
his
who
cor-
like
I have two
kept
questions. I have
Ozzy
two
alive
questions.
this summer, for 2 out of his
Mm.
4 summers, we are on a step above you. No offense.
Hey Ozzy,
Yeah.
hey
Oh, wait,
Isaac, you're
pause a
Oz,
minute. I'm gonna
Isaac's
ask
is
you- I'm gonna
Ozzy's
ask you-
jester.
I'm gonna ask Ozzy 2 questions. 1, who is king? Answer that question, Ozzy.
I put the
Ozzy.
seed in the head.
Ozzy, reveal it. Who's king?
Isaac.
Good. Now, we had this debate during the summer. Who was king? Landon Allen or Matthew Isaacs, right? There was this debate about who was the real king. I want you to say it now. Who was dropped? Who is king? Who was
Landon
the most
Allen.
athletic person ever? Wait, what did he say?
He said Landon.
Run?
Said
Why are you
Landon.
clapping? What did he say?
He said
He said
Landon.
Landon.
No, Ozzy. Give me a real answer. Very funny.
What do you
All right,
mean?
now give me
You
a real
gave
answer.
him 2 choices. He chose one of the choices, and then he said, "Give me a real answer." That's like the most biased question I ever heard in my entire life.
No, literally.
Ozzy, I'll give you one more
Well,
chance.
I think Ozzy really sealed the deal there. That's a good place for us to wrap it up. But I really appreciate you guys
Isaac,
coming
I
on today.
want to 1v1 you in basketball.
I want
For
to
real
see
who?
that
I want
Let's
a
go.
rematch.
Come to St. Louis.
too.
Come to,
No.
Yeah.
come to Boca.
All right.
Yes.
He will. He probably
would.
would. He'd probably fly himself out just to
He's
beat
gonna
you.
be
Go
on
to
the next flight out.
go to
Ozzy.
Argentina.
It's good for my
Go to
ego.
He'll call
Argentina.
Amex. He'll call Amex and get a flight.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming on today. It's been a pleasure.
Of course.
Um,
It's great.
Thank you for having
And-
us.
of
The
course.
Coach
Yeah.
Chronicles have loved having you. And by the way, this is not your last time on here. Mark my words, you'll be back.
It's good.
Me?
Yeah. We actually are playing.
Next
So we're
time maybe
actually-
we'll see Ozzy's whole face.
Maybe next time you see
Maybe.
Ozzy's whole face. On that note, thank you guys all for listening, and thank you for coming today.
All right.